Has anyone ever been to a wedding where someone actually objected? How did that go? I was at my friend Nora's wedding to her boyfriend Ben last summer. They'd been together for 7 years, and everyone thought they were perfect together. The wedding was at this cute barn venue upstate. Nothing fancy, but really romantic with string lights everywhere and mason jars on the tables. Ben and Nora met in college and had this whole sweet story about how he proposed during a camping trip where they first said they loved each other. She showed me the ring like 50 times, always talking about how Ben was her soulmate and how they were going to have kids right away after the honeymoon. The ceremony was going perfectly. Nora looked amazing in her grandmother's vintage dress, and Ben was crying happy tears at the altar. My mom was sitting next to me dabbing her eyes with tissues, and even my usually grumpy uncle was smiling. Then the officiant got to that part nobody really pays attention to. If anyone knows a reason why these two should not be wed, speak now or forever hold your peace. A woman in the back row raised her hand. I object. Everyone turned around. She was maybe 30, wearing jeans and a gray coat like she'd just rushed in from outside. She had brown hair and a messy bun and looked really nervous. Nobody recognized her. Security started walking over because they thought she was some random crazy person. I'm sorry to crash this, she said, her voice shaking, but I'm here on behalf of someone who can't speak for herself. She pulled out a small iPad and held it up so everyone could see. The whole venue went completely silent. You could hear the wind outside and someone's stomach growling. She pressed play on a video. It showed a young woman, maybe 20, sitting on a couch in what looked like a college dorm room. She had Ben's exact same green eyes and dimpled chin. The girl was crying. Hi, my name is Kaylee, the girl in the video said. I found out through a DNA test that Ben is my biological father. Nora's face went white. Ben looked like he was going to throw up. His mom grabbed his dad's arm and started whispering frantically. Kaylee continued talking through tears. My mom dated Ben briefly in college before he met Nora. She never told him she was pregnant because they broke up badly. I found out about him through one of those ancestry DNA tests I did for fun last year. The woman holding the iPad looked directly at Ben. Kaylee reached out to you multiple times over the past 6 months. You blocked her number, blocked her on social media, and ignored the certified letters. Ben's best man, who was supposed to be holding the rings, dropped them. They made little clinking sounds as they bounced across the wooden floor. Someone in the crowd gasped. So I'm here as her friend, the woman continued, because she deserves to be acknowledged by her father, especially before he starts a new family. The wedding venue erupted. Ben's mom was screaming at him asking if it was true. Nora's dad stood up and started yelling at Ben, calling him a liar. The wedding photographer kept taking pictures like this was all part of the ceremony. Ben didn't say anything. He just stood there frozen, staring at the iPad screen where his daughter was still crying and talking about how she just wanted to meet him once. But here's the crazy part. Nora didn't run away or start screaming. She walked straight up to the woman with the iPad, her wedding dress swishing behind her. What's your name? Nora asked the woman. I'm Ashley, Kaylee's roommate. Can I have your number? I want to meet her. Ashley looked shocked but nodded and gave Nora her phone number. Then Nora took the iPad and watched the rest of Kaylee's video right there in front of everyone. This wedding is off, Nora announced to the crowd. But not because I'm angry, because Ben and I need to figure some things out first. Ben finally spoke. Nora, we can talk about this later. Let's just finish the ceremony. No, she said firmly. This girl is your daughter. She's going to be part of our lives whether you like it or not, or I'm not going to be part of yours. The venue was complete chaos. Half the guests were crying, the other half were taking videos with their phones. The caterers didn't know whether to serve dinner or pack everything up. 6 months later, I saw Nora and Kaylee having coffee together at our local Starbucks. They were laughing about something and looking at photos on Kaylee's phone. Ben wasn't there. Turns out Nora kept her word. She reached out to Kaylee that same week and they started meeting regularly. Kaylee was studying education at the state university and was actually really sweet and funny. Nora helped her apply for scholarships and even brought her home for Thanksgiving. Ben, on the other hand, refused to have anything to do with his daughter.